Hi everyone, Brock Tozer here with another new music review for CHRI. This week I once again have the honor of reviewing an album from a Canadian artist, namely Where the Light Is by Dan Bremnes. Originally from Salmon Arm, BC, Dan started out on the drums, playing in church and for artists like Greg Sabel, before picking up the guitar and launching out on his own. Dan's solo music caught on quickly at Canadian Christian radio, and he now has a considerable string of hit songs and Canadian awards under his belt. A short time ago, though, Dan packed his bags and, as so many others have done before him, moved his family to Nashville to pursue his bigger dreams in music. That always takes some serious guts. So this album is really Dan's first major foray into the U.S. contemporary Christian music scene. To most American CCM listeners, Dan Bremnes is a new artist. So let's take a look at how Where the Light Is stacks up against not only Dan's own previous work, but also the rest of what the Christian music industry has to offer. Overall, I think Nashville has been good for Dan Bremnes. After listening to this album, I don't feel, as I sometimes do, like Dan has lost anything of who he is to the American CCM machine. At times, this machine seems to have a homogenizing effect. If anything, this record is a touch more upbeat than much of Dan's earlier material. It's a full, rich sound that meshes well with Dan's style. His voice is pleasant, plus his falsetto sounds great on songs like He Knows. For my standout track, I'm going to pick arguably the most artistically unique and interesting song on the album, Born Again. On the constructive critique side, just a couple of quick things. Firstly, there's a fair amount of Christianese on this album. At times, it detracts, I felt, from the obvious sincerity and heart that went into the writing of these songs. Dan's lyrics work best when he gets really personal, like on the first verse of Where the Light Is, when he talks about growing up in church, or that moment on In His Hands where he references both his mom's death and the birth of his baby boy. Secondly, I'm personally hoping that Dan will challenge himself musically a bit more on his next album. He has a tendency to lean back into his comfort zone, mid-tempo tracks. But Dan actually sounds really good on the more upbeat songs too, when he pushes his voice and plays around with the instrumentation. He does a little of this on Born Again. I think Dan could take a page from the lengthy book of his former touring partner, Stephen Curtis Chapman. Both Stephen's and Dan's music is very serious and spiritual most of the time, but Stephen also likes to rock out and lighten things up. Dan seems reticent to rock out, but I definitely think he can pull it off. What I'm saying is, he could use more fun songs for variety's sake. That said, Where the Light Is makes me proud to be Canadian. Dan's a true artist who's made a solid record and still has a lot more to offer in the years to come. I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5 stars. To hear more of my favorites from Where the Light Is, join me on CHRI's Top 20 Countdown this Saturday 3 until 5, and have an awesome week. Dan's solo music, that's still too slow.
Just notice how funny it is.
What do I do?
You switch arms that you're talking with. You go like this.
What do you mean?
This one, and then this one. This
Well, I gotta give them each a turn.
one. You don't want to overuse an arm.
Yeah. That makes total sense, Dan. Jeez.
Sorry.
Doesn't everyone do that? Now I'm going to be thinking about that the whole time. I never thought about it. Oh, geez. Hi everyone, Brock Tozer here with another new music review for CHRI. Okay. I'm going to move my arms. I just can't. I can't not move them. I just can't. I can't. Okay.
I just noticed.
I can't. It's just so weird if I don't move them. How's my neck flow?